What up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Friday Night Lights. We are live down in Shoreline, in the shadows of Seattle, just north of Seattle, on the campus of Kings High School, where tonight we bring you the Nooksack Valley Pioneers versus the King Knights. If you are watching live at WhatcomCountySports.com, we appreciate you. This was not the original game that we have scheduled for tonight. Originally on tap was Cascade Leavenworth versus Granite Falls, a little outside of the scope of Whatcom County. But I write the strength and conditioning for Cascade, and I was going to do it because I wanted to call my guys. So, Granite Falls gets COVID. Their loss, Nooksack, Everson, Sumas. Que pasa, amigos? I'm bringing you some football tonight, and boy, do we got a doozy. We got the undefeated Kings Knights and the beaten up and battered Nooksack Valley Pioneers. I don't know what to tell you about Kings because I honestly do not know much about this team. The only thing that I remember is what happened last year during the COVID season when they came up and played at Mount Baker on senior night. And the first half was dominated by the Mountaineers, but Kings came out and made one heck of a comeback. They were trailing by 30-plus points at one point, and they ended up coming back, and I think they only lost by 3. They were led by quarterback Hayden Teeter. Unfortunately, you're not going to see him on the field tonight. You will, but he's got a cast on his hand, and he's in his jersey. So I'm trying to figure out who the starting quarterback is going to be for the Kings Knights. On the other side of the ball, you have a bruised and battered Nooksack Valley team coming off a tough defeat in the Memorial Classic last Friday at the hands of the Kelso Highlanders. Incredibly physical, tough game when you put a 1A versus a 4A, but the Nooksack Valley Pioneers fought tooth and nail, highlighted by a 96-yard touchdown kickoff return by senior Jordan Silva. So tonight, depending on whose rankings you follow, one ranking has Kings ranked number 1 in the 1A, another ranking has them in the top 10, and another one doesn't even mention their name. So that tells you a lot about what the so-called quote-unquote experts in this state think about ranking teams. We are deep in the belly of the beast here tonight, folks. We are in the stands, but we are not surrounded by hardly any Nooksack people. We're surrounded by the enemy, folks, so I'm going to have to watch my mouth because this is a Christian school, and, well, last time I called the Knights game, they didn't like me too much. Their loss is your gain, Nooksack. Woo! We're getting ready to kick off here under 90 seconds. My camera guy decided to go on strike tonight, so I'm multitasking like crazy. I'm running the camera, I'm doing the commentary, I'm running the computer, but I got a fantastic assistant with me helping me out. Nonetheless, we got about a minute to kick off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really means a lot that you guys invite me into your homes and your computer screens every day, every Friday. If you are down at Valley Taps, it's time to raise a glass, say cheers, and here's to Nooksack Valley football because we're going to get started in just under a minute, folks. Stay tuned.
This evening's contest is being played under the rules and jurisdiction of the WIAA, the Northwest Conference, and the Emerald Sound Conference. As member schools of these organizations, it is understood that the principles of fair play, competition within the spirit and letter of the rules, and respect for our opponents will guide our contest. This evening, Kings and Nooksack Valley will compete as Just Play Fair schools. Our officials for tonight's game, our referee is Murray Gordon, umpire Stephen Shows, linesman Cam Wilson, line judge Michael Wallace, and back judge Paul Severs. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. 56 sophomore Dalton Hickey, 63 senior Garrett Bruland, 64, freshman Brady Ackerman. 71, sophomore Duke Halapapi. 76, sophomore Kyle Carter. Wide receiver number 40, freshman Corey Olney. Wide receiver junior Ryan Hughes. Wide receiver number 3, senior Dawson Kimball. Wide receiver number 6, senior Caleb Kinsman. Running back number 4, senior Jordan Silva. And the quarterback for the Pioneers, number 12, sophomore Joseph Brown. The Pioneers head coach is Craig Bartle. He's assisted by TJ Ackerman, Justin Brown, Jesse Dykstra, Joel Disparare, Britt Lentz, Jason Clausen, Josh Clausen, and Ben
Well,
Hall.
actually, that's Joe DeWillis PR, but we'll be nice to the announcer tonight.
Defensive lineup for the Kings Knights, as announced by Jim Shapiro. Defensive end number 81, sophomore Wesley Blackburn. At tackle, 63, senior William Marquardt. At the other tackle, 64, senior Matt Morgan. At defensive end number 15, junior Ben Dutton. At the linebacker, 24, junior Cutter Ross. At linebacker, 67, junior Ben Neal. At the linebacker, number 2, senior J.P. Ellis. At defensive back, number 16, Royce Coleman. At the other corner, at safety, number 25, junior Maddox Boyce. At safety, number 13, junior Weston Campbell. At safety, number 3, senior Lucas Lendergast. The Knights are coached by Jim Shapiro. He's assisted by Dave Taylor, Roy Coleman Jr., Caleb Taylor, Duncan Cole, Taylor Schoenfeld, Edmund Sundquist, Xander Evans, Marcus Vanderwell, Kobe McDaniel, James Ronneberg, Aiden Kane, Tom Lumen, and Sam Roche. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and direct your attention to the north end of the field as we open in prayer in honor of America at the singing of our national anthem. Opening us in prayer tonight is Kings High School Principal Bob Roman, and performing the national anthem tonight is Sophia Hingley, Ellie Van Meagle, and Olivia Vickers. Mr. Roman.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, tonight we give thanks for this moment together with that sunset, that glorious sunset under these lights and in this place. Lord, we are grateful to you for this opportunity to compete and to support our schools. Lord, may we also compete in a way that honors you, our Creator. Tonight we ask for your blessing upon our student athletes, their coaches, and their families. We thank you, Lord, for the long traditions of excellence represented by the Kings and Nooksack Valley communities. Thank you for the many men and women who have worked so hard in preparation for this night. Keep all participants safe from harm. And please continue to teach us all the great lessons of sport, teamwork, discipline, honor, sacrifice, and faith. We ask all this in the name of your Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem.
What another beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Man, have we been treated to some singers this season. And we are going to get ready to get some football going up here in North Seattle. If you guys are ready, sit down, strap in, raise a pint. Let's have a game. Out come the Pioneers in their road whites with the purple pants, purple helmets with the single white stripe. The Kings Knights decked out in all red with the white helmets, no stripes or logos. Back deep, we got number 4, Jordan Silva, number 40. That's going to be Corey Olney. In front of them is going to be number 3. That's Dawson Kimball. And it looks like number 20, Jackson Bennett. In front of them, they got the senior. I believe that's Caleb Kingma. On the other side, that's going to be number 12. It's not going to be Joey Brown. That's for dang sure. Can't get the number over there, but the big guys in front. We got Big John Stremler, Garrett Bruland, and a couple other guys I can't see the numbers. All right, guys, here we go. Please forgive any camera mistakes. All right, everybody, here we go. There's going to be no clock tonight because I can only do so much. And here comes the kick from number 14, Carson Clowers. That's going to be Olney. Olney's going to take it up the side. He's going to get popped and taken down right away. Tackled by number 13, Weston Campbell. So we're going to have a couple polls in the way, just like last week at Memorial Stadium, so please bear with us. Here come the Pioneers out for their first offensive series of the game. That's going to be Joey Brown alone in the backfield. 2 guys on the far side, 3 down below. Here comes the snap. Joey looking right, caught and dropped by number 3, Dawson Kimball. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Pioneers. We're going to do something special tonight, folks. I hope you guys are ready. And if you're in the Nooksack, Everson, Sumas area, you guys need to take notes because we're going to be doing this at the next home game, which will be in 2 weeks when we're showing you the Nooksack Valley Pioneers as they take on the Mount Baker Mountaineers in the first of the Northwest Conference home opener for the Pioneers. 2nd down, Joey Brown still split out, still a bunch of wide receivers all over the place. They're going to send Olney in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. Brown's going to keep up the middle. He's going to be tackled by a whole bunch of people from the Knights, but he's not going to want to go down. That's going to be good for about 5 or 6 yards, I think. Oh, they're saying, well, someone's saying they got a fumble, but nope, not according to the refs. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Ball's at the 27-yard line. 3rd and about 7 for the Pioneers. The Pioneers had a little trouble getting the ball moving last week against the big Kelso team. They got a steady diet of Jordan Silva, who rushed for close to 100 yards. Didn't quite make that 100-yard mark, but 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown made him the player of the week. Brown, he's going to hand it off to Jordan Silva, who's off tackle. He's got some room. He's coming up the sideline. He gets popped, but he keeps going. That should be good for a 1st down for the Pioneers. That's going to move the sticks as the ball is up on the 36-yard line to Kings. Nice play there by Mr. Silva, our 2-time player of the week. If he keeps up this, he's going to end up with a free year membership at Training Grounds. Sorry, Danny and Kyle, but that's what they signed up for. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10, Pioneers. Nice play right there. Assisting in the defense right now is this giant pole for Kings. Snap, good. They're going to run Silva off. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Another nice big run by Silva, straight up off tackle. That's going to be good for another 1st down as the ball gets brought up to the 49-yard line, or almost into Kings territory, but that's going to move the sticks again for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Nice turnout tonight by the Kings faithful. Stands are probably 2/3 full. Nice student section. If you're listening from the Nooksack Valley section, I'd love for you guys to raise your hand and let me know that you guys are listening. Two running backs flanked on each side of Joey Brown. Wide receivers scattered all over the place. Kings showing blitz. They're going to hand it off to Olney off this near side. He makes a cut up the field. That's going to be good for about 2 or 3. Nice run by the freshman everything back. He runs, he catches, he does a lot of stuff.
Corey Olney on the carry. Royce Coleman on
They're going to give him 4 yards on the carry, so that's going to bring it into Kings territory. The ball's going to be marked down at the 47-yard line. We're in aluminum stands, and I got fans all around us and a really shaky tripod, folks, so don't get seasick on me. Brown in the shotgun, Silva off to his right. He's going to look. He's going to throw a screen pass. Dropped again by the normally sure-handed Dawson Kimball. Hopefully Dawson finds his hand at some point tonight, because that's 2 quick little easy catches that he's dropped that could have gone for some big gains. That's going to bring up 3rd down for the Pioneers, 3rd and 6. Actually, shouldn't it be 2nd down? 1st down to Corey, 2nd down miss. Yeah. All right, here we go. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers. Let's see what J.J. Brown does, my guy. Gave him his own nickname. In case you missed the first game that we did this year against Seahelm, I kept calling him John, even though his name's Joey, so he's now J.J. Snap, good. Jordan Silva. He's going to look to bounce. He's going to look to bounce. He's moving. He's moving. He's really close to the 1st down. Ooh, this is even closer than I think. This is going to be a tough decision to go here for Coach Bartle, but if he's any half as intelligent as his younger brother, he's going to go for it. If I could zoom in, I would, but it's literally up. They're going to give him the 1st down. That's how close it was. So they're going to move the chains. Ball's on the 41-yard line. Nice run by Silva. Silva's getting his yards early, folks, and they're just going to keep feeding him in between that guard tackle gap. Clock just broke the 9-minute mark. Nooksack Valley in absolutely no hurry here. Kings is going to spread it out, if I remember correctly from last year. They're going to spread it out, run a little tempo action. So Pioneers trying to save some space. Brown, shotgun snaps. Silva goes out. There's a screen. That's going to be caught by number 17. Ooh, boy, there we go. That's Ryan Hughes on the reception. That's going to be close. They're going to give him it out. They say he got pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line, so that's going to be a gain of about 6. Nice pitch and catch by quarterback to receiver on the little screen. Nooksack's going to go up-tempo. They're going to get right up to the line as Coach Bartle's already got another play dialed in. They just moved the sticks back 2 yards, so now they're saying 2nd and 5 from the 35. Nice opening drive. There's Duke Hala Api who's throwing. Nice catch right there by Caleb Kingma. That should be good for a 1st down, and it is. That's going to move the ball up to the Kings' 26-yard line. Here come the Pioneers. They're going to move quick. They're already got the play. They're looking at the wrist spots. They're going to get up, and they're going to run. They got the Kings Knights on the heels. They're 3-man, 4-man front. Linebackers are getting winded. Brown, he's going to hand it off to Jordan Silva, who's going to bounce it off. That's going to be no gain right there. He tackled by number 15, Ben Dutton. I remember calling his name last year. Dutton, only a sophomore. Nooksack still running some tempo. 8 minutes left in the 1st quarter. The guy cheering in the green hat on the bottom of your screen is the coach calling in the defense. Blitz by Kings. Oh, there's a play in the deep. Oh, did he catch it? Oh my gosh, what a touchdown by Dawson Kimball. Touchdown Pioneers. Holy cow. I can't believe he caught that either. How did he do that? Whoa, Joey Brown dropping a dime to Dawson Kimball for the early score. And I've been waiting all week to do this, folks, 2 weeks, because we got the law firm of Dawson, Kimball, and Kingma out for the extra point. I love saying that. Here comes the snap, hold, kick, up into the trees. We got a good signal. It's 7-0 Nooksack Valley. 7:46 left to go in the 1st quarter. Very impressive first drive by the Pioneers.
Pioneers take the lead, 7-0.
Yep. My color analyst here from Kings, he couldn't believe that the catch was made either. What a throw. Throwing out into the corner, and Dawson Kimball, the 6'2 wide receiver, was able to bring an amazing one-handed catch. It actually reminded me of the other week when we were out at Ferndale, Arlington, when Connor Walker, the sophomore for the Golden Eagles, made a one-handed catch to win the game as Ferndale marched 90 yards in under a minute to come back and beat Arlington. Speaking of Ferndale, hope you guys tune in next week as we're traveling south. Hopefully the strike is ended by my camera guy, and he wants to come south as we're going to go down to travel with Ferndale, I should say, down to the lovely city of Marysville as Ferndale takes on Dylan Carson, one of the state's leading running backs, and the Marysville Pilchuck, whatever their mascot is. Head coach Brandon Carson, former alum of Mount Baker High School and Whatcom County resident. Here comes Caleb Kingma with the kick. Nice high kick. Going to be caught in bounds. He's got a head of steam. Shimmy, shake, and a move. That's a dangerous. There, he's finally taken down. That was number 82, Caden Kennelly. Nice return there. Brought the ball all the way up to the 34-yard line. Let's see who the starting quarterback is for the Kings Knights. Looks like it's going to be Jacob Halkett, the sophomore, 6 foot, 135-pound drink of water. Nooksack running a four-man front almost. Duke Hala Apiapi had his first game. He's back. The anchor, I love saying his name too. They got a bunch of fun names out there in the county. So here we go. Let's take a look at the Kings Knights first offense. There's a slow snap. Handoff, number 16. That's Royce Coleman. He got met by Damian Perez, our Truck of the Week winner for his hit in the Seahome game in the first week of the season. The feisty little sophomore filling the hole there. Nice play. They're going to give him 3 yards. They're saying John Stremler, but I'm going to give my boy Perez the credit for that one. He was the first one to fill. So King's going to slow it down. They're going to call a huddle. So you got Hackett and Coleman in the background. You got number 3, Lucas Pendergrass, that's closest to your screen. Shotgun formation. Nooksack showing blitz. They're going to hand it off to Coleman off on the right side. Nice run. Good for about 5 or 6 more yards. That's going to bring him a 3rd and short for the Kings Knights.
Gain of 5 yards brings up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2 for the Knights. Hope you guys are out and about tonight, not sitting at home watching. Hopefully you're down supporting one of our trusted sponsors, Valley Taps. 3rd down, they're going to hand it off to Coleman again on the outside. That's going to be met by a whole bunch of Pioneers. It's going to be good for a 1st down there. So that's going to move the sticks. Oh, they're saying loss of a yard. So we got a 4th and 3. Early tricky situation for the Kings Knights. Halkett going under center, though. Well, actually, he's going to be in the shotgun formation, so he's not going to technically be under center, but that's number 25. Maddox Boyce is up there. I think I see number 13, Weston Campbell, as well. Let's see if the Knights throw the ball. They do. Pitch complete. Shakes a tackle by number 30, but it's going to be good for a 1st down. He was brought down by Dawson Kimball. Wayne Silvis was there. Had a shot at him. Pendergrass is coming up, holding his arm. Hopefully he's okay. It's going to be good for a 1st down for the King Knights as that take it right to the 50-yard line. Nice pitch and catch by the sophomore quarterback. Noticeably absent tonight is my guy Hayden Teeter, the guy that lit up the Mount Baker Mountaineers in the second half of the COVID game last year. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 2 down below. Nope, they're going to bring Coleman back in the backfield. Nooksack in a 3-man front, 4 linebackers. They're showing blitz. They're going to back out. He's going to throw again, throws to nobody. That's incomplete. Little miscommunication there. Number 13, Weston Campbell, was running a deep go route, and Halkett just kind of threw it underneath. You can see Teeter down on the field helping coach up the young quarterback. What a true senior leadership right there. Teeter torched the Mountaineers. I believe he threw for over 300 yards in the second half alone. 4 touchdowns or something. Ridiculous. The guy had one heck of a second half. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the first. This is a pistol formation. Now the Pioneers are really showing blitz. And jet triplet shot all the way through to wreak havoc. Oh boy, that's trouble. Oh boy, he's gone. Touchdown, Kings Knights, number 16, Royce Coleman. Whoa, the Pioneers had him in the backfield, but a shimmy and a shake, a twistle and a bake, and he was gone for a touchdown. Nice run by Coleman. Only a sophomore, doesn't run like a 165-pound back. Got some breakaway speed there, though, that the Pioneers are going to have to be wary of. Triplet came through on the blitz. That's one of the things that happens when you take a risk with a blitz. If you don't make it, there's always a gap somewhere. Out to kick is going to be number 37, Matthew Williams. That kick is going to be up and good. Well, we're tied with 4:57 left to go in the first quarter. I really hope the defenses decide not to show up, because run and gun games are really fun to watch and call. So here's what's going to happen, Nooksack Valley folks. At some point tonight, I'm going to start singing. I've already got the song picked out. We're going to sing The Righteous Brothers. You Lost That Love and Feeling. And if you're listening here, you guys are going to start singing. I'm going to try to recruit the Kings fans to start singing too, because there's just something awesome about an entire stadium singing You've Lost That Love and Feeling. And Nooksack, you guys better learn the lyrics to this, because when you guys host your game next against Mount Baker, we're going to sing this song as the entire stadium, and we're going to rock Whatcom County. I had a vision, people. I had a vision of the entire community of Nooksack, Everson, and Sumas singing, You've Lost That Love and Feeling. That's just a sneak preview. All right, Only and Jordan Silver are back deep for the Pioneers. Out to kick is going to be number 14, Carson Clowers. In case you guys are wondering, yes, I did have coffee before the game. Caffeine. Amazing. And here comes Mr. Clowers with the boot. He's going to kick it out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty. That's going to bring the ball up to the 35-yard line for the Pioneers, where they're going to take over on their second possession. First possession, in case you're just tuning in, J.J. Brown drops a dime to Mr. Kimball in the back quarter of the end zone. It had everybody in the stands scratching their head on how he made that catch. 7-7 with 4:51 left to go in the first quarter here in Shoreline, Washington, on the campus of Kings High School. Beautiful stadium set into the hill. We got the head knight looking over us on one of the buildings. Very grateful for the Kings administration letting us come down to do this on short notice. There's going to be a penalty on Kings on the kickoff. All right, here we go. Let's see what the mighty Pioneers of Nooksack have in store. That's Joey Brown and back with Jordan Silva, the traditional pairing. Here's the snap. Brown's going to look to his right. That's caught. There's the trees. That looks like Corey Only, who popped his helmet off. Penalty flag is down on the play. Not sure what the penalty is, but we're about to find out from our trusted referee crew. My mom doesn't like it when I talk about the referees, so I'm going to talk about the referees all game just to make her mad. Let's see what the Mr. White Hat has to say. He's going to call a face mask is what a first initial is. There, all the referees are looking to the north. Yep, face mask, hence the reason why the helmet came off. So Knights are going to move on back another few little yards. We're just going to bring the ball to the 49-yard line of the Knights as the Pioneers get a little boost from a couple penalty from the Knights. Three wide receivers. Brown is going to send Kimball in motion. Hopefully they snap it to him. Bummer. Here comes a pull. Here's Jordan Silva. He's getting chased from behind. He's got a little bit of a gap with a cutback into the middle. Nice run by Jordan Silva. Man, he runs so hard. He was being chased down by number 40, Bodie Reese is what it looked like. 2nd and 3 on a 7-yard gain for Silva. So cool to see so many people out here. There's kids all around. They're playing football in the end zone. The aluminum stands are rocking. Brown takes the snap. Duke is pulling. Jordan Silva instructed, follow the big man's backside, and that's good for a first down. Absent again for the second game in a row is freshman Colt Lentz. I know Colt's watching, so hopefully you got a nice Diet Coke and some buttered popcorn. You're watching from the couch, Colt. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you do your bird dogs and your stretches. Yeah, I just called you out on a live broadcast. All right, 1st and 10 for the 38 for the Pioneers. They're going to give another dose to Jordan Silva. Why not? He gets stood up right away, though. It's number 63, William Marquardt. He was the original one there. Also in on the tackle is number 64. That's going to be, 63. Yeah, Marquardt. Number 64 is Mac Morgan, also there. 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard gain by Mr. Silva. You never close your eyes. 2nd down and 7, 2:45 left to go. Brown's going to take it. There's Duke pulling again. They're going to give it. No. Oh, my gosh. Nobody's out there. Joey Brown, touchdown, Nooksack. He is all alone, and he had everybody faked out on the keep. Fake handoff to Jordan Silva. What a beautiful play call by Coach Bartle on the keep. Touchdown, Nooksack Valley. Fake one way, get the defense going that way, run the other. And we got another touchdown, and this is going to be an offensive showdown, folks. We got the law firm of oh my gosh, I can't talk. Way too much coffee. Dawson, Kimball, and Kingma, law firm, going to send me some notice for butchering the trademark there. Here's the snap, good, hold good, kick, up. No good, he's going to kick it left. So that takes the score to 13-7 here with 2:35 left to go. Nice scoreboard by the Kings Knights. That must cost the endowment a pretty penny. Tonight's game is brought to you by the selfemployedjourney.com and the Self-Employed Journey podcast. Self-Employed Journey is dropping a new book, which you can pre-order on Amazon now. Just do an Amazon search for the Self-Employed Journey or go to the selfemployedjourney.com. Also brought to you by Training Grounds, Bellingham's premier lifting athletic training facility. I've said it once, I've said it twice. 36,000 square feet of iron paradise. All you got to do is talk to Jordan Silva and Corey Olney because they got free memberships there as Player of the Week. Caleb Kingma to kick the ball. He's got number 82, Caden Kennelly. And 16, that's going to be Coleman, Royce Coleman all the way back. Let's see if I can get fancy with the Zoom here tonight, folks. Here comes the kick. Short little poocher. Ooh, shimmy and a shake. Uh-oh, this is trouble. Can he get there? Nope. They're going to mark him short at the 2-yard line. That's Caden Kennelly. What a run back. Whoa. 80 yards. Holy cow. I was so busy trying to zoom in, I didn't even get to see the play. Next thing I know, he almost scored. Nice run by the shifty little wide receiver, only a sophomore. He weighs in at a massive 145 pounds. That pins the Pioneers back deep.
First and goal on the 4.
Ball is on the 4-yard line for the Kings Knights. They're going to line up in a power formation. They got a bunch of backs out there. This is interesting. Never seen this formation before. They're going to hand off to Coleman. He goes, there's Duke. But he keeps shifting, and he's in for a touchdown. There we go. Duke Hala-Apiapi was the first one through. Couldn't bring him down, and Coleman, tough runner, not going to go down on the first contact tonight, folks. That ties the score at 13 with 2:18 left in the first quarter. Pending a kick from the Kings Knights. Kings is a little short-handed. Usually you need 11 guys on the field, and they only had 10. They tried to get 12. That's not good either. Again, Matthew Williams on for the kick, the extra point for the Kings Knights, number 37. There's a snap, hold, kick, up. Good. Kings Knights take a 14-13 lead here late into the first quarter. 2:18 left in the first quarter. We already got more points in this quarter than we have in, well, let's take out the Hoquiam game. Hey, shout out to Chris Haas of Hoquiam, the weekly shout out. For you Pioneer fans that remember, he was the one who jumped off sides in the game and ended up dropping and doing 5 push-ups in the middle of the game. So he gets a weekly shout out because that's just awesome. I got to show you guys the Kings head coach. I'm going to zoom in on him. I think that's him. For those of you that are music fans, tell me that guy doesn't look like the lead singer of the band Train. Meet Virginia. Oh, come on. Give it to me. Oh, see, typical coaching fashion. He knows he's getting talked about. So he's going to stay out there. See, oh, there he is. Yep, there you go. There you go. That's the lead singer of Train. Okay. 2:18 left to go in the first quarter. Entertaining one, to say the least. Carson Clower is back to kick for the Knights. Here comes the boot. They're going to kick it to Corey Olney. Dangerous proposition there. Here comes Olney. Tackled down at about the 18-19 yard line. Nice play by the Knights. Number 67 was out there. That's going to be Bennett Neild. So the Pioneers are going to take over on the 25-yard line.
Pioneers start this drive first and 10 on their own 24.
And here come the Pioneers again on offense for the third time. So far, there hasn't been a lot of defense on either side. There's going to hand off to Silva, right off Duke Hala-Apiapi's butt. That should be good for a couple. He gets swarmed instantly, but Jordan's not going to go down hard or easy. He's going to run hard. I apologize for the Kings fans. I'm trying to multitask like crazy and get numbers. 24 Cutter Rolfs, they're saying, was there. Brings up 2nd down and 7 on a 3-yard gain. Ball's on the Nooksack 27-yard line. Brown, shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to fake, he's going to throw. Corey only there, but that's only going to be good for a couple. Of course, he had to catch it right behind the pole. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. So far, our Pioneers are 1 for 1 on the 3rd downs, or 2 for 2, or 3 for 3. Anyways, they haven't missed because they haven't had to punt. Third down and 4 for the Pioneers. Dawson Kimball right there. Brown takes a snap, hands it off to Jordan Silva, and that ball goes nowhere. Number 40, that's Bodie Reese, was there for the tackle, and that's going to force the Pioneers to punt. See, sorry guys, jinxed them. Uh-oh, this is dangerous. Back to Caden Canelli, the guy who just took one almost to the house. Back to punt is number 6, Caleb Kingma. High snap, caught. Good punt. Here he goes. Here he goes. Be careful. Oh, nice tackle. That's number 64. Brady Ackerman. Coach is going to be happy about that. The young offspring of offensive coordinator TJ Ackerman. Shout out to Jim and Lorna. Hey, guys. Grandson. All right, looks like Kyan Carter's over the nose guard right now. He's probably going to move because he's got Duke Hala-Apiapi by him. Going to have probably Hickey and Garrett Brulin also out there. Shotgun formation for the Kings Knights. They're going to snap. They're going to look to a bubble screen. That sound is the end of the first quarter. Highly entertaining first quarter as it is. Royce Coleman there with the catch, but that's only going to be good for about 2. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The score right now is 14-13. What a good game so far we got here in Shoreline, Washington. Pioneers were able to get some good things going. So were Kings Knights. Kennelly took 180-plus yards, almost to the house, scored a touchdown, but it was taken down just inside the 5. But Kings scored just 1 play later, 2 plays later. You never close your eyes. And I'm just teasing you guys, not yet. If you guys think that I'm not afraid to sing, you missed game last week where I was singing. What was I singing last week? I think it was the Bee Gees. Couldn't quite climb the notes that high of Barry Gibbs. Hey, if you guys could do me a favor, if you are down at Valley Taps, can you snap a picture and post it to Facebook and tag me? I'd really like to see something cool like that at halftime. Showing support to the local businesses. Thank you, Cindy, for showing all the Nooksack Valley Pioneer games that we're going to be live streaming. All you got to do is go into Valley Taps, order a pint, and say, hey, we want to watch some Pioneer football. Nose of the ball is right at the 50-yard line as we start this second quarter. Hey, I got a joke for you guys. What do you call a cow that doesn't produce milk? A milk dud. Da-dunch. Okay, let's get this quarter started. There we go. Okay, here come the Kings Knights again with 2 wide receivers down below, 1 up top, shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap, quick throw. Nice block out there on the outside. Halkett, that's Pendergrass out there on the catch. Halkett not doing too bad so far for the young quarterback, filling in for the injured senior. Jordan Silva's out there, helped make the tackle. Nooksack switching to a 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, a bunch of linebackers, some extra defensive backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 up top. Halkett's going to look down south. He's got a man wide open. That's Royce. Royce Coleman, and he's tackled by Corey Olney. Dawson Kimball is out there, number 30. That's Wayne Silvis, who was also out there on the tackle. But that takes the ball down to the Nooksack Valley 30-yard line. The Kings are in business. Brings up first down for the Kings. So far, the Pioneers are having problems trying to figure out this offense and get the stop. Defense is holding up tough. This offensive line for the Kings Knights doing a good job against the highly aggressive and mobile defensive line by the Pioneers. Here comes Halkett. He's got, I think that's Campbell. Nope, that's somebody else, but he's going to look to pass. That should be down right there. That's caught by number 13, Weston Campbell. Right beside him was Chris Newton, senior running back, number 5. That gain is good for about 6 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Kings Knights. All right, Halkett in the shotgun formation, same formation they've been running pretty much all night. You're going to send a motion. That's Campbell. Nooksack was showing blitz, but they got it blocked great. Corey Olney there. Trying to see who else was there for Nooksack. Number 63, is that Bruland? Problem with, yep, that's Garrett Bruland. So I struggle trying to get the players' numbers because the schools only print on one side. If you're listening, Nooksack. 2 sheets would be beneficial for us in the press box. Anyways, so I'm having to flip a paper over, so I apologize if there's a delay. And I don't have a spotter, and my camera guy's on strike. Halkett, hands off to Newton, 150, 185 pounder. He barrels his way like a bull in a china shop. It's going to be good for a first down. That's a bowling ball in a china shop. I'm kind of wondering if maybe coffee is not a good idea before the game. Oh, Coach Bartle's going to have to burn a timeout as Duke Hall, the Yappy Yappy, had to run off the field. Timeout, Pioneers. So we're going to take a timeout as well. Not really, because I ain't got no place to go because I'm plugged into the camera and the computer. Other games of note tonight, I have no idea because I don't have the schedule in front of me. I know Bellingham is playing Meridian, I believe. The Mount Baker Mountaineers have the week off after Hoquiam canceling on them due to, well, I'm not going to speculate, but let's just say they didn't really want to play. Talking to Coach Lepper earlier in the week, the only team that wanted to play Mount Baker was O'Day. That's a tough order for the Mountaineers. Tried to get the Cascade Leavenworth Grizzlies to come over, but their seniors didn't want to play a game. And we reached out to the Monroe Bearcats. Shout out to the alma mater of my cousin, Hayden Comer, but they didn't want to come up and play Baker either, and I don't blame them. 9:24 left in the half. Halkett got Campbell right beside him. 2 wide receivers here. He takes a snap. He's looking deep. He's got a man wide open, but Corey Olney's right there. That's going to be pass interference on the freshman. That pass was attempted for Pendergrass. He had a game last year against the Mountaineers. In the second half, I remember calling his name quite a bunch. That should move the ball down into the red zone, so it should be pretty close to 1st and goal for the Kings Knights. The ball is currently on the 18. If they move it 10 yards, it's going to take it down inside the 10, which is the red zone, folks. That's where they put it. Marked it down on the 8-yard line, so that's 1st and goal for the Kings Knights. With 9:20 left in the half, looking to extend their lead. They're up by 1 right now, currently 14-13. Here they go with this big power offense. So they're in a shotgun. They got 2 running backs off to the side of Halkett, and they got Royce Campbell in the backfield. So they're going to twist and pitch, and here he comes. And he's going to be marked out short at about the 5-yard line. Coleman, not Campbell, sorry. Forced out by F-16 Jet Triplet. So, second and goal and 5. Hey, Mr. Pohl, I don't like you there, but we make the best of what we can. So they got 2 guys on the other side. I bet you they try to run Coleman out to the left side. A lot of space up over there on the far side of the field. Turn, spin. There we go. Oop. Oop. He's going to be knocked down short. Damian Perez is there. A bunch of whole host of other Pioneers. Third and goal now on the 2 for the Kings Knights. Interesting defensive stand right here by the Pioneers. Let's see if they can hold and force the Kings Knights into a field goal. Maybe they'll go for it on 4th. The ball's on the 2nd yard line, 2nd yard line, 2-yard line. Again, that power formation, 2 running backs. Coleman, they're just going to hand it right off up the middle, and he's in for a touchdown. Kings Knights. So that takes the score to 20-13, pending an extra point. 8:24 left to go in the first half. Nooksack put up a heck of a fight there to get it to 3rd down, but unable to keep Coleman out of the end zone. Snap, hold, kick, no good. He shanked her. Oh, they're saying it's blocked. I saw number 6 get off the pile there. Of course, that's going to be Caleb Kingma. Looks like he might have got through, got a hand or a finger or a hangnail on the ball, but hey, that keeps it a 7-point ball game for the Pioneers at Nooksack. Down 20-13 with 8:24 left to go in the game. All right, so we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed that brief TV timeout. Kings Knights take a 20-13 lead over the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Back to kick is Carson Clowers. Back deep, of course, is Jordan Silva and Corey Olney. Let's see if they keep kicking it to the freshman. Here comes the kick, and yep, they're going to kick it over to Mr. Olney. He's going to take it at about the 10-yard line. Here comes the reverse. Jordan Silva, that's what they scored on last week, and there goes Silva. He's still going. He's going to, oh my goodness. Oh, what a run by Jordan Silva on the reverse. Takes it all the way down to the 30-yard line of the Kings Knights. That was the play they ran last week that went 94 yards for a touchdown against Kelso. Another big run. That time for 60 yards. Taking it down the far sideline. Then he cuts another 50 yards across the field. So Homie just ran close to 100 yards to go 60. And that's a big play for the Pioneer special teams, trailing by 7. Hey, there's my nephew running the ball out. The referee says, get out of here, kid. So, subbing in for Joey Brown is this giant steel pole. Just kidding, he's out there. It's Ryan Hughes down here, number 17. Ryan Hughes has 2 stars by his name in the program, which means he's a 4.0 student, which means he's smart. Good job, Mr. Hughes, on the 4.0. He's the epitome of what is called a student athlete. So the student is first, athlete comes second. Coach Bartle talking to the referee, trying to figure out his horoscope. Here's the snap. They're going to hand off to Corey Olney as he makes a couple guys inside miss. Not a bad run for the freshman. He's going to take it up. He gets about 7 from what it looks like the spot. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3. So the ball is on the on the 24-yard line. Looks like it's at the 24-yard line, and they need, yep, so a 6-yard gain for the Frosh. Our inaugural player of the week in week 1 against Seahill with an interception in the end zone and the game's only touchdown. You can check out the podcasts I've done with both Corey and Jordan Silva live at the EAD podcast. You can search your local favorite podcasters to find it. Brown, empty backfield, so they're going to throw. Negative Ghost Rider, pattern's full. He's going to take it up on the inside. It's going to be good for a 1st down as he takes it all the way down to the 15. Nice run by JJ. Joey, a lover of football, his 2nd favorite color is purple, which is good because that's the colors of the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Hey, how about that? So we got Mr. Hughes and Mr. Olney on this near side and the law firm of Dawson and Kimball up top. Brown, he's going to look to throw. Caught. I already said that once. That's Dawson Kimball way up there. Oh, my gosh, he's still going. That's a touchdown for Nooksack? Or are they saying that he fumbled? Ooh, Coach Bartle is hot on the sidelines. Last time I saw my brother that hot, the Patriots almost blew a 27-point lead. Whoa, interesting. All right, well, they're saying that there was a fumble down on the 3-yard line, but the Stripers are having a conversation. Currently, my brother's favorite color is red because that's the color of his head because I can see it from up here, and he's not happy. He's asking for an explanation. Where is he? There he is. He ripped the headset off, and he's trying to figure out how that guy wasn't down. Somehow the ball popped out. Well, it's going to be 1st down Kings on their own 2-yard line. He's still asking for an explanation over there. They can't run it because he's occupying a couple referees' times. Attaboy. Never be able to tell, but we're a feisty bunch. He's not happy, but that's what the final decision is. So you got a turnover by the Pioneers as they were looking to score. Halkett looking to throw. He's got a man. Oh, and he overthrows Coleman. He had 2 guys beat. He had Silvis and Olney beat. Oh my, that would have been a huge home run play for the Kings Knights. Luckily it wasn't, as that brings up 2nd down. Halkett, only a sophomore, pretty poised, good-looking arm, under the tutelage of Mr. Teeter. So we got 2nd down as King takes over on the turnover, deep in their zone. You got Coleman spread out wide again. Also out wide is big number 3, Mr. Pendergrass. They're going to hand it off up the middle, though. It's going to be taken down for little to no gain. They're going to say 3rd down and 3 there for the Kings Knights.
Correction, Brandon. Gain of 2 yards brings up a 3rd and 8. The interior of the Pioneer line on the tackle.
Coming up on 6 minutes left to go into the half as the Kings Knights hold a 20-13 lead. Nooksack was marching, looking like they were going to score, and somehow King got a turnover. So they get the ball back deep in their territory. Let's see if Big Duke Ha'apiapi, who's not in the game, cannot make a play. And I was just going to give him some props. Halkett standing in his own end zone, takes the snap. He's looking. He's got a man deep down the middle. No flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. Nice hold by the Pioneer defense. Corione might have gotten away with something there, but no one saw it. No harm, no foul. That brings up a punt. This is going to be a dangerous punt for the Kings Knights as they're going to be standing deep in their own end zone when this ball gets kicked. Corione is going to come all the way back to the Knights' 47, 48-yard line where he's going to try to make something happen. Looks like Clowers is going to be kicking for the Knights. His heels are just inside the back goal line. Coach Bartle still chirping to the referees. Decent snap, really high punt, and really short. Only calling a fair catch, and he yells Peter, and the ball bounces. And it's going to come all the way up to the 41-yard line where that's going to be touchdown by Kings with 5:30 left to go into the half. Nooksack Valley averts disaster by turning the ball over, and the defense holds and gets them the ball back on the first 3 and out for the Kings Knights offense. So the Pioneers are going to take over. Hi. All right, Jordan Silva's in the backfield with Joey Brown. Ryan Hughes down below. Kimball only up top. They're going to hand it off to Jordan as he goes up in the middle and makes a couple guys dance behind the pole. It's going to be good for about 5 or 6 yards. Jordan's got to be averaging about 5 or 6 tonight. Not an overly complicated run scheme for the Pioneers. They're just going to pull a guard or a tackle, and they're just going to run Mr. Silva off the left or right side, alternating back and forth. If the wheel isn't broke, don't fix it. Second down for the Pioneers. Brown takes the snap. He's going to throw. That's caught. Only good for a couple yards. Ball was caught by number 3, Dawson Kimball out there. Caleb Kingma trying to get a block for him. 3rd down, about 4. It's a really long 4 for the Pioneer offense. Hughes down below. Brown trying to get the Kings to short and blitz. The jump off sides, no go, so he's going to change the play. He's got one-on-one all over the place, and he's got a guy wide open if they can get it to him. Instead, they check to a run. Probably not the right play to run right there, but they check. It's going to bring up 4th down. I mean, Jordan's been getting 5-6 yards on a run, but fortunately, he didn't get any yards on that one, so the stick doesn't move. That's going to bring out 4th down and 4th, under 4 minutes left to go. The ball is right behind the pole, so it's going to be really hard to see. There is a play clock, but Nooksack's taking their sweet time. I think coach is going to have to call a timeout, which he does. Stopping the clock at 3:23. He was hoping that Kings might show their cards a little bit, but good job by the Knights defense not showing him much. What is Coach Bartle going to do? 4th down, 4 yards to go. Ball on the 36-yard line of Kings. Down 20-13. Defense just held. This might be one where you go for it. I mean, I'd go for it. But that's why I'm running a video camera and a computer screen instead of calling a varsity football game. Hey, DI, did you know that this is the first time in the history of mankind that Nooksack and Kings have played each other the same weekend as the Ryder Cup? Upon last check, USA was up on Team Europe on the Ryder Cup today. Fantastic golf, some insane putts. All right, Pioneers are going to go for it. Kings are showing blitz. There's the snap. Interesting call with Jordan Silva. He's going to be stopped short depending on the snap. Right behind the pole, so I can't quite see, but I don't think he got there. I'd hate to second guess, but I'm not quite sure why you run that play on 4th down. Well, didn't work out for the Pioneers. I guess since Jordan's been running the ball so well and getting 5-6 yards a clip, you got to take that risk. But that's the second. They ran it 2 times in a row and only got a total of 4 yards. Kings is going to take a timeout with 3:17 left to go in the half, up 20-13 over the Pioneers. Oh, super zoom. In case you're bored and you're looking for some entertainment on Tuesday, the Mount Baker 8th grade junior high team is going to be taking on the Lummi Nation in a battle of 8-man football. Coached by yours truly. Should be an interesting game there as we try to take the Mountaineers out and play 8-man. Also on tap this weekend is the Nooksack Valley Pioneer. Some grade or other is hosting the Mount Baker team on Saturday morning. I believe the kickoff is 9 a.m. Sid Lambert Field, the home of the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Okay, here come the Kings Knights. They got wide receivers all over the place and a bunch of running backs. 2 next to Halkett. Pendergrass down below. Trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, here comes somebody. It's going to be Ben Dutton, late arrival addition to the offense. Two big running backs. That's going to be Coleman who gets it. Also in the backfield, it looked like Chris Newton was back there. And also big number 24, that's Cutler Royfs. Rolfs, my apologies, Mr. Rolfs, 6 foot 205. He's got his hand clubbed up, so his bones didn't like something that he did. Pendergrass down below. He's guarded by Wayne Silva. Halkett, they're going to run a little crisscross action. Brought down behind the pole by Jet Triplett.
Jet Triplett on the tackle. Gain of about a yard, brings up a 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down play for the Pioneers. See if they can get another stop. 2:22 left in the half. All right, what are the Kings Knights going to do? They got Rolfs and Coleman in the backfield, Pendergrass up top. Halkett as the quarterback. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to throw. That ball is tipped, caught, but they're going to lose yards, which means Kings is going to have to punt. The Nooksack Valley defense with the 2nd defensive stand in a row, forcing the Knights to punt. 1:48 left in the half. Last time Kings punted, didn't go very well, but they did get a nice bounce. Back deep for the Pioneers is Corey Olney. Looks like the mullet is coming in nicely as his hair is flowing gracefully out from beneath his helmet. Carson Clowers back to kick. No mullet. Low snap. Ball is blocked. The ball is blocked. That's going to be recovered by number 63 for the Pioneers. That's Garrett Brulin. What a big play by the Pioneers special teams getting through and blocking this punt. The snap was low, but somebody was able to get through and get the block for the Pioneers. 1:40 left to go into the half. Let's see what the Pioneers have in store. Kimball and Kingma up top. Hughes down below. Corey Olney and Jordan Silver right next to Joey Brown. He rolls out. He's got nowhere to go, so he's going to throw a quick little pass to Ryan Hughes. Taken down. They're saying the clock's running. I'm trying to see where they mark it. Ball is going to be marked at the 5-yard line, 6-yard line. Clock's still ticking because they marked him inbounds. Minute 10 left to go in the first half. Nooksack in money position right now, looking to score, try to even this game going into halftime. Brown takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's got a block. He's got a man wide open if he throws it, which he did. He goes backwards, and that's going to be incomplete. He had Corey only wide open rolling out with him. Wasn't able to see it and make the connection. That stops the clock with 53 seconds, 3rd and 5 for the Pioneers. Thanks for everybody for tuning in tonight on this Friday night special edition of Friday Night Lights. Brought to you by Training Grounds and the Self-Employed Journey here at WhatcomCountySports.com. Gosh, that's a lot to say. But sponsors are good, sponsors pay the bills, and sponsors let us come down here and do this for you. Big 3rd down here for the Pioneers. Brown, he's going to look to hand off to Jordan Sylvan. He's got a crease. Touchdown, Pioneers. Nice shifty run by the senior running back. That makes it 20-19, pending a kick. We got a 1-point ball game with 49 seconds left to go in the half. Back to the extra point, my favorite people. We got the law firm of Dawson, Kimball, and Kingma. There's the snap, low, kick up. And hey, we got a tie ball game. Nice job, law firm. So we got a tie ball game, folks. 49 seconds left to go into the half. Great special teams play by the Pioneers, able to get the block punt. Got him deep into Kings territory. Coming up at halftime, I'm going to drink some water and eat a bagel. You guys are going to take pictures and post. You know, why don't we do that? Wherever you are watching, do me a favor. Take a picture. Either post it on the Facebook or the Gram. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and just tag me. My name's Chris Bartle, in case you don't know me by now. If you're on Instagram, all you got to do is tag Bartle Strong. Would love to see how you guys are watching the game. Shout out to all the Pioneer faithful who made the trip down to Shoreline. Can't see them because they're on the other side of the student section. I was told that I had to stand in the visitors' bleachers, but I'm a rebel without a cause. So I'm standing in the heart of Kings territory. Appreciate the Kings Knights letting us come down here and broadcast this for you. Eternally grateful for all our support we've gotten all season long from everybody. All right, Caleb Kingma on back, 49 seconds. Let's see what he does with the kick, because Kings has some really dangerous return guys. He's going to squib it. Still going to be taken. Oh, there's a bunch of people that are missing. And, yep, well. And, of course, he has to be tackled behind the pole with 43 seconds. So they're going to mark him down. There we go. Silvis and Only on the tackles. Ball's going to be marked at the 30-yard line for the Kings Knights. They've been able to get their wide receivers out deep and burn, but Halkett missed on a couple passes, hit on a couple as well. Let's see if they take a shot here on first down, see if they can't catch the Pioneer defense sleeping a little bit. Dawson Kimball and Corey Only back. Wayne Silvis is down below dancing around. Halkett, he's going to look, pitch and catch to Pendergrass behind the pole, but he's going to push forward. Player down for the Pioneers. That's going to be number 6, Caleb Kingma. That's not a good sign for the Pioneers. Out comes the medical staff for the Kings Knights, as well as Coach Bartle and Britt Lentz, assistant coach. Caleb holding his ribs. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. Stops the clock with 35 seconds left to go in the first half. Good to see Caleb getting up and walking off. Coach Lentz, former standout linebacker for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers and the Eastern Washington Eagles. Don't tell Britt this. I don't know if he's going to remember, but as a walk-on at Eastern, I was on the scout team offense, and I blocked Britt once. It was probably the greatest block of my life. It's my only shining glory that I got to hang over him. Colt, make sure you remind your dad about that block. 1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line for Kings. They're behind the pole. Halkett, he's looking deep. They're going to run a screen, which is wide open. This is trouble. There goes Coleman, forced out of bounds by number 4, Jordan Silva. Huge play for the Kings Knights, because that stops the clock at 21 seconds. The ball, they're marking him out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Nice play call by the Kings Knights. Didn't see the screenplay coming. Don't forget, you can give your shout out to your athlete too. All you got to do is Venmo 10 bucks to Whatcom County Sports. I'll match every dollar that you send. Just let me know where you want the money to go. First and 10 for the Knights. They got 3 wide receivers on this near side. Hawk gets back, shotgun formation. That's going to be movement by the Kings Knights. That's going to back them up 5 yards. So that moves the ball back to the 41-yard line of the Nooksack Valley Pioneers, where it's still 1st and 10, well, 1st and 15 now for the Kings Knights. 3 really dangerous receivers down here. Well, 2. I know Pendergrass and Coleman are down here. Newton's in the backfield. Halkett gets the snap. He's looking. He's got Pendergrass underneath. Caught. He's going to be down because he hit the ground. Timeout by Kings stops the clock at 12 seconds. It's only good for about 4 yards. Interesting that the head coach, the former lead singer of Train, now the current head coach of the Kings Knights, doesn't wear a headset. Been one heck of an entertaining game so far tonight, folks. We've seen a lot of offense by both sides. Halfway through the second quarter, the Nooksack Valley Pioneer defense turned it up a notch and got a couple good 3-and-outs, so it was able to bring them back and tie the score at 20-20. Another big kickoff return for Jordan Silva tonight. Joey Brown has a touchdown pass and a touchdown run. Jordan Silva also have a touchdown run. That's Newton right beside Halkett and Pendergrass down below, so look out for Coleman. He's in the slot up top. Perez showing a blitz. There's a pass play, and it's going to be out of bounds. Jordan Silva there on the defensive play stops the clock with 7 seconds left to go. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 12. Teeter, the injured quarterback from last year, right there, the number 10 jersey, talking to the head coach, giving him his ideas on what he should probably run. Big 3rd down here. Let's see if the Kings Knights try to get it in one more time. Pendergrass up top, bunch of speedy guys down below. Coleman's the 3rd guy in the slot. Still got Newton helping pass to block. Pioneers showing defense. They send the house. That means somebody's wide open. That's caught and complete all the way down to the 11-yard line, but they got to hurry up. Not really timeout. Kings stops the clock with 2 seconds left. That puts the ball dangerously close to the red zone. They mark it down at the 12-yard line. Wayne Silvis was there, unable to make the defensive play, and it was caught for a 1st down. Almost looked like pass interference. Coach Bartle with the Belichickian short sleeve hoodie. He's wearing khakis. What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? Khakis? Two seconds. Kings only has about enough time for one more play, so they're going to have to take a shot in the end zone if they want to try to get some points on the board. They do, I believe, they are gonna go, for a field goal. Be about a 25-yard kick here for Clowers. Timeout, Nooksack. The local youth are jumping around the stands. Good to see the kids having a good time. We're on the cusp of King County and not a lot of mask wearing down here. Good to see there's some smart people down here in the Seattle area. All right, let's try this again. 2 seconds left in the half. Game is tied at 20. Kings trying to attempt a 25-yard field goal to go into the half. Snap, kick, up. That's going to be good. There we go. All right, so good kick by Kings. That takes the score to 23-20 as we go into the half.
Fans, you have to stay off the field. Kids, you cannot play on the field.
Aw, the little dudes are so bummed right now they can't play on the field at halftime. All right, so guess what time it is, folks? It's time for me to have a bagel. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. What an entertaining first half as Kings has a 3-point lead over the Pioneers, 23-20. All right, everybody, that bagel was absolutely delicious from Starbucki's. That's what the Greek people call it. Here come the teams out for the second half warm-up. Here comes Kings, waiting for the Pioneers of Nooksack to make their appearance in the second half. Got a score update in case anybody's wondering what's going on in the state high school football. Marysville Pilchuck absolutely boat races Glacier Peak, crushing the number one team in the state 49-14. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like good high school football, you're going to watch next week as we go to Marysville Pilchuck with the number 5 ranked Ferndale Golden Eagles. That is going to be a game. And oh my goodness, can I not wait to call that one. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have a doozy here in Shoreline, Washington, as the Kings Knights have a 23-20 lead over the Nooksack Valley Pioneers in the first half, highlighted by a bunch of big plays. J.J. Brown scoring on a quarterback keep that had the entire Knights defense guessing where the ball was, chasing Jordan Silva. He also has a touchdown pass, so I believe it's Dawson Kimball. And Jordan Silva also has a touchdown run for the Pioneers. On the other side, Kings Knights has been fueled by Coleman and Kennelly. Kennelly had a huge run, kickoff return that almost went the distance but was pushed out of bounds. And they were able to get a field goal there at the end of the second half, which made it 23-20. I believe Kings gets the ball to start the game because Nooksack got it, went down and scored on their first possession. Very entertaining first half. Both teams showing a lot of offense and some good defense as well. So this should be a very entertaining second half here from the campus of Kings High School. Kind of creepy with the knight on top of the building looking down, but also kind of cool at the same time. Dun, 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 dun. Little smoke on the water action. Love it. Pretty cool. Got a picture from Cindy Morgan down at Valley Tap House with the game on the TV screen. So excited that you guys are down there able to watch Pioneer football. Thank you guys so much for supporting the local business, taking a picture and sharing it on social media. That's really cool. Remember, guys, why don't you take a picture wherever you're at enjoying this game? Somebody texted me a picture. I don't got their phone number saved, but it's a 425 area code number. Appreciate you sending me your picture. Take a picture where you're at. Hashtag Whatcom County Sports. Hashtag Pioneer Football. Hashtag Chris Bartle is the greatest sportscaster announcer since Dave Niehaus. Now, you don't really have to say that, but it'd be a lot cooler if you did. Anyways, we're getting ready to start the second half. We got about 30 seconds left to kick off. It's going to be a good one, folks. Pretty happy I made the decision to come back down here instead of going to the casino tonight, where I probably would have lost my mortgage payment for next month. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Kings Knights cheerleaders at halftime. Didn't know they were going to do a big dance routine, so I was a little slow getting over there, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I want to say thank you to the very kind Knights Kings fans that are sitting around us, listening to me talking to a microphone and chatting with us at halftime. Appreciate you guys. Knights student section going bananas with some guy with a flat top and a really red face. That's cool. Not sure what he's saying, but it's pretty adventurous. Apologize also for the scoreboard. It's working on my computer, kind of, not really, but We'll get this figured out at some point this season. This is WhatcomCountySports.com. Not everything can work for us, and that's just the way we like it.
Receive the kickoff to start the second half. Coleman and Kennelly are deep for the Knights. Caleb Kingman.
Good to see Caleb Kingman out. He was a little slow to get up at the end of the second half. You got Coleman and Kennelly, extremely dangerous people back deep to receive. Here comes Kingman. He's got the boot. He's going to squib it. It's going to be taken really short by Pendergrast. But he's got a guy, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds inside Nooksack territory to start the second half. He was taken down by Jet Triplett, the man myth, the legend. So they're going to start inside the 50, 48. Mr. Halkett, the sophomore quarterback, is going to lead the Kings Knights in this second half. That's number 13, Weston Campbell, and Pendergrast. On this side, he's got Chris Newton in the backfield with him. That means Coleman split out ever dangerous somewhere. He's going to throw. He's going to throw short. And nice play by Wayne Silvis right there. On a gain of only about 1 or 2. Nice play by Wayne there, playing the cornerback. They're gonna give him a 3-yard gain, so it's gonna bring up 2nd and 7 as the ball goes just inside the Nooksack Valley territory. Campbell, Pendergrast down below, Newton right beside the quarterback. He's gonna look to pass. He's going to take a shot deep, and he's got somebody wide open. Huge play by Pendergrast. He got deep. He ended up beating Dawson Kimball. Huge play for the Kings Knights as that takes the ball all the way down to the 15-yard line of the Pioneers. Halkett taking the snap. He's going to hand it off to Newton right up the middle, but he's met by Dukala Apiapi. Falls forward for about 2 yards. Nice play by the big, hefty defensive tackle. I got you, Duke. Hala Apiapi. Brings up 2nd down for the Kings Knights. They're going to split out Coleman, Pendergrast, Newton in the backfield. You got another wide receiver way up there. Halkett takes the snap. They're going to put Coleman in motion on a jet sweep. He's going to turn it up inside, and he's met by Jet Triplett. That's going to be good for a loss of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Nice play by the senior linebacker. Let's see if the Pioneers can hold him to just a field goal. This would be a big defensive stop after the big play by from Halkett to Pendergrast. They're going to split Coleman out on the top side. That's Maddox Royce, number 25, down here on the small side of the screen. Halkett, he's going to pass. He's got a man. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Kings Knights. Lucas Pendergrast with the touchdown. He had position on the freshman Corey Olney, and that was a pitch and a catch. And Kings takes a 29-20 lead on their first possession of the second half. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. 30 points on the board for the Kings Knights. With 9:19 left to go in this early third quarter, Kings jumps out to a 30-20 lead. Let's see what the Pioneer offense has with their first possession of the second half. Next week, Nooksack Valley makes an incredibly long road trip across the county to Meridian to take on the surprising Meridian Trojans. Undefeated on the young year so far, and not sure what they're doing tonight, but they are playing Bellingham, I believe. So if anybody wants to send me a score update. Thank you, Mike Coppinger. Glad we got the TV on in your home. Appreciate you watching. Hey, best hashtag ever. Better than Joe Buck. Well, that's for sure. Thank you to Ethan Larson. Here comes a kick, Pusher. That's dangerously close to going out of bounds, which it is, and that's a penalty. Can't do that. You can't do that. Shh, 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 shh. Yep, see, I just said that. All right, so here come the Pioneers out for their first offensive. Sorry, the student sections are going at it, and I really want to say something, but I'm going to be nice because I'm surrounded by parents. So here comes the Nooksack Valley Pioneers out for their first possession of the second half as the ball is marked on the 35-yard line. Brown's got Silva in the backfield. He's going to send Kimball in motion, I believe. He's going to hand off to Jordan Silva right off the following a blocker. Nice run by Jordan. Gain of 5 on his first carry of the second half. Tough runner. Not the tallest guy, but man, he's got some power on those legs, and he just down nice and low, and it's going to be fun watching him go up against Davin Beeson here in a couple weeks as the Mountaineers travel to Nooksack Valley in a battle of the rivals. After that, the Pioneers host that other team that likes to wear purple and white. Joey Brown with an empty backfield. That means there's 5 wide receivers. Corey Olney's going to go in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. Joey's going to keep it up the middle. It's going to be really close to a first down depending on the spot. They're going to bring him about a yard short as the ball rests on the 49-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. Really long one, actually. Let's see what the Elder Bartle Statesman has in store for his offense. Clock's a ticking. 8 minutes. Coming up on 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Stay tuned. We got our first athlete shout out. And then the next break, we're going to give a shout out to a special Nooksack Valley athlete. Here comes Brown. Shotgun. Stands making some noise. King's showing blitz. They're going to hand off to Silva. It's going to be good for a first down. Well, the lineman on the far side had it marked above the 50-yard line, and then he walked backwards, so it all depends on where he, oh, that's a terrible spot. That's really not a good spot. He changed positions a couple times. It's going to bring out 4th down. 4th down and literally about, well, see where the white stripe of the ball is? The far left one, that's about from the stripe to the nose of the ball what they have. So Coach Bartle not taking a chance. He's going to punt the ball, maybe. High snap. Good punt. All the way deep. Nice roll. That's going to bounce down. Keeps getting a Nooksack Valley bounce. Finally going to get touched down at about the 12. Nice punt by Caleb Kingma. As the ball pins Kings deep in their own territory. They're going to take over with 6:56 left to go in the third quarter. So I want to give a shout out to Jordan Relaford, who's traveling this weekend with the Whatcom Wolverines. They got a tournament this weekend down in Olympia. So everybody send Jordan their best as she's going to make some noise this weekend. Hopefully her back is feeling okay. Pioneers are going to show a blitz. Halkett's going to hand it off to Newton. He makes a bunch of guys miss. He's still making guys miss. He's still making guys miss, and that's going to be a big gain of almost 20 yards. Thank you for the donation, and we're going to match it dollar for dollar, and we're going to let you guys know who the donation's going to go to. Good luck this weekend, Jordan, and the rest of the Whatcom Wolverines. Kings is going to run quick. They're going to hand it off to Newton again. He's going to get caught behind the pole. He was a little slow on that run. Maybe tired from carrying half the Pioneer defense on the previous play. 2nd and 9 with the ball on the 33-4-yard line. If there's any engineers out there watching and you want to make $1 million really easy and become a loaded millionaire, design a high school stadium without any poles in it. There's the snap. Halkett's going to look out to the right. He's got a pitch and catch to Coleman, tackled by Jordan Silva on the far sideline. Only good for about 4 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down. 6 minutes, clock stops, so we're halfway through the 3rd quarter. Kings scored real quick on their first possession. Nooksack went a couple plays and out. What do the Kings Knights have in store for the Pioneer defense? Halkett, you're going to have to trust me, is in shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers on the near side, which is the wide side. He's going to look in the middle. He's got Coleman. He's fighting for yards, but that's going to be good for a 1st down. Ball is marked on the 46-yard line, but that moves the chains for the Kings Knights. Nice safe throw by the sophomore quarterback from Shoreline, Washington. Keep sending those pictures in, folks. Let's share the love and see where you guys are watching the game from. Halkett's got a wide receiver behind the pole, 2 of them actually. He's got Newton right beside him. He's going to drop back. He's going to look deep. Intercepted by Corey Olney. He overthrew Prendergast, and the freshman makes the play. Interception. The ball's going to be marked at the 32-yard line in Nooksack, and boy, do the Pioneers need that. Halkett had Prendergast, and he overthrew him, and Olney made a great jumping play to intercept the ball, his 2nd of the season. I want to say thank you to the Kings fans for reminding everybody to check out the scoreboard in case you forgot what time is left in the 3rd quarter, 5:12. Well, here comes the Pioneer offense. Joey Brown, Jordan Silva. Brown's going to take the snap. Pressure from Kings. Joey steps up. He's going to be sacked. Nope. He's going to get the ball away. It's going to be incomplete pass because Jordan Silva was in the vicinity. How he didn't get sacked is beyond me, but nice play by Joey to keep it alive, not take the sack. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 with 5:03 left in the 3rd. Kings up 30-20. Second down, Pioneers. Brown's going to hand off to Jordan Silva, who's got a massive crease, and he just bowls over somebody as he gets close to the 1st down. It's number 67 for the Kings Knights, who just got taken for a ride right there. That's Bennett Neal. Jordan very politely introduced himself with his face mask. Third down, and really? That's what it looks like from our point of view. All right. Here we go. Third down, very short yardage to go. Jordan Silva show. They're going to run Joey Brown on a keep. He's going to get outside, and that's not going to go anywhere except for a loss of yards. Nice play by Prendergast there to force him down, and Nooksack's going to have to punt. Man. Nooksack Valley really needed to move the ball there after getting the turnover from freshman Corey Olney. Caleb King went back to punt. Nobody back deep for the Kings Knights. Interesting. There's the punt. Kind of decent off to the right. Hey, guess what? It's behind the pole. Oh, there it goes. It's going to be touched down by, again, number 24, who failed to make the player sheet that they give you when you walk in. So maybe somebody at the Nooksack district office can get that kid on the player roster so we can give him a shout out. So with 3:27 left in the third, Nooksack trailing the Kings Knights 30-20. 2 punts in the second half by this Pioneer offense. Moving the ball pretty well there towards the end of the first half. Here comes Kings offense out again. They've been taking some shots down the field. The young gunslinger Halkett. There's Coleman. I bet you they give him the ball. Nope, they're going to give it to Newton right up the gut. He was introduced to Jet Triplett and Kyan Carter. It's going to bring up second down and 7. Even though Kings has put up 30 points, this is a bend but hasn't broke defense yet by the Pioneers. They've had a bunch of really nice plays, some really good stops. This is a young defense playing for Coach Bartle right now. Halkett, shotgun formation. Newton off to the side. Coleman in motion again. They've got the deep ball again, but it's underthrown. Caught by Prendergast over Wayne Silvis, and he's having himself a game. Big 30-yard gain for the Kings Knights as it goes into Nooksack Valley territory. Ball is down at the 36-yard line. Halkett just throwing it up and letting his guy make a play. It's exactly what they did to the Mountaineers in the second half of the COVID game last year. Just throw it up and let the big wide receiver make a play. Prendergast listed at 6'3", $195. He likes to flex after the catch, but he needs more bicep curls. Kid's having a game. Got to give him credit. What an athlete. Here comes Halkett. He's going to hand off to Coleman. Coleman stopped immediately by number 52. That's John Stremler. Nice play by John. Getting into the back, making a tackle, but was still able to get a 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Kings Knights. Coleman's going to get some oxygen. It's Prendergast coming down on the near side. Defensive change for the Pioneers. They're going to put Jordan Silva on him. Pioneers almost showing blitz, but they're going to throw it out to the wide side. Somebody's making a bunch of guys miss. It's number 25, Maddox Boyce for the Kings Knights. That's going to be good for a first down as the ball goes into the 24-yard line. Clock's running, coming up on a minute left to go of the third quarter. Wow, that's a fast-moving third quarter, my goodness. Feels like the game just started and we're almost done with the third quarter. 30-20, Kings over the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. three wide receivers. Kingma lining up with Prendergrass. Let's see what they do here. They're going to run a draw to Chris Newton straight up the middle. The big running back, getting 9 on the carry, taking it down to the Nooksack Valley 16-yard line. Kings knocking on the door again on this tired Nooksack Valley defense. They've been out a lot. Kings is in no hurry. They're going to let the clock just run down since there's 2-1. That's the end of the third quarter. We're going to Riverside and flip to the other side of the field. Kings Knights hold a 30-20 lead over the Pioneers of Nooksack Valley. Game brought to you tonight by Training Grounds, Bellingham's most equipped and best training facility, as well as Self-Employed Journey. You can buy the Self-Employed Journey book. You can pre-order it now on Amazon. You can check out the podcast. Yours truly is going to be featured on the podcast and have a chapter in the book. So if you want to learn about all the mistakes I've made as a business owner in my time owning gyms in California, check it out. If you know anything about me, there's one thing that you can guarantee. There's going to be swear words involved. I give you guys the PG rated. Well, Nooksack's in a little bit of a hole, down by 10 with just 12 minutes left to go in the game, and the ball is on the 2-yard line. Kings knocking on the door, looking to really make the hole a little bit deeper for the Pioneers to try to crawl out of. All right, we are in the final frame here from Shoreline. Sorry, the ball's not on the 2. Scoreboard is wrong. They are on the 17, 17-yard line. Halkett, shotgun, Coleman beside him. He's going to hand off to him on the right-hand side. He's got a gap. Still running strong, taken down by a bunch of Pioneers. Looks like Corey Olney was there, but that's going to be good for a first down. They're in the red zone now. Ball's going to be marked on the 8-yard line on the far hash mark. Here comes Halkett. In case you're wondering, Prendergrass is down here on the far side of the field, but they're going to hand it off again. Stop down. I see John Stremler was in on the play. Also Dawson Kimball. Looks like is that Kyan Carter that's coming in? Yep, Kyan's coming in for Duke Hala Apiapi. Big D coming off onto the field to get some oxygen. Kings taking their time. They're in no hurry. They're up by 10. Clock's running. Fourth quarter. Chris Newton checks into the backfield. Prendergrass is down here somewhere. He's got the freshman Corey Olney line up on him. Nooksack's showing blitz. They're going to throw it to Prendergrass. He gets out. He's get taken down by Dawson Kimball, Corey Olney. I think Wayne Silvis was over there. Yep. Fourth down and goal for the Kings Knights. Are they going to try and put the nail in the coffin? Yep. Here comes Halkett there. You're going to go for 7 and not go for 3. Crowd chanting, "Let's go, Halkett." Coleman in the backfield. Prendergrass in the slot up above. They're going to run a pitch. Nice run by Coleman as he's into the end zone for a touchdown, Kings Knights. He must not be very tired because he's running real fast to the sidelines. Nice run by the running back to take the score to 36-20, pending the extra point. Clowers with the kick, up and good. It's going to make the score 37-20. Kings Knights starting to pull away from the Pioneers of Nooksack. Let's see if Nooksack can finally get some offense going here in the second half. Not very good job in the third quarter by the Pioneers. Struggled to move the ball with a couple punts, and Kings has been able to put up 2 touchdowns here in the second half. First half was really close with Kings coming out with a 23-20 lead at halftime, but so far it's been the Kings Knights show the entire second half. Here come Clowers for the kick. 9:32 left in the ball game. He's going to kick it deep. Stays in bounds. Taken by number 20, Jackson Bennett. But he's stiffed up. Somebody's not moving on the sidelines, but he pops right on up as the cheers from the crowd. That was number 2, Jaden Paul Ellis, that was shaken up on the play for the Kings Knights. 9:28 left to the game, and the Pioneer offense has got to get something going here, folks. 4 wide receivers with Hughes and Only up above. Kimball and Kingma down below. Silva. Joey Brown, he's looking to throw. He's going to throw it deep into triple coverage. That's a dangerous throw. Dawson Kimball, the intended receiver, passes incomplete. Sorry, Caleb Kingma, not Dawson Kimball, my bad. Second down and 10 from the Pioneers from their own 32-yard line. Brown looking to pass. He's going to be forced out of the pocket. Finds Corey Only open in the middle of the field. Taken into Kings territory. Going to be marked down at the 47. Nice play by sophomore to freshman. Nooksack's going to run quick. They're trying to get onto the line to keep Kings from substituting here. The lineman is already up. They're looking at the play sheet. Everybody's ready to go. Kings is not. Now they're set. Here comes Brown, shotgun. He's going to drop back again. Forced up in the pocket. Interception. Tackle by Corey Olney. It's not what the Pioneer offense needed. Tackle by Corey Olney. The ball was picked off by number 25, Maddox Boyce. Gives the ball right back to Kings. Brown tried to force it in the middle of the field, and when you try and force the ball in the middle of the field, usually bad things happen. Nice play by Boyce on the pick. Duke Hala-Apiapi absolutely leveled Chris Newton. So I have a sneaking suspicion there's going to be a lot of running real quick. Oh, look at Duke. Nice job by Damian Perez. Duke was there. Also jet triplet and Perez bringing down the big fullback. They're going to say they're going to give him a yard, so that's going to be second down and 9. Ball's on the 44-yard line. Coming up on 8.5 left in the game. Kings in firm control here in the second half. Here's Prendergrass down here below as the solo receiver guarded by Wayne Silvas. They're going to hand it off to a guy with a club on his hand. Stiff arm. Tackle by Corey Olney. Damian Perez. Caleb Kingma. Nooksack Valley is going to call a timeout with 8:08 left in the game. Ball is on the 45-yard line at Kings. It was a quick timeout by Coach Bartle. Hopefully they can, or maybe he's betting they're going to get another stop. There's 18 cheerleaders for the Kings Knights. That's a big cheerleading staff. And there's a guy on the sidelines with a mini Yoda backpack. In case anybody knows what to get me for Christmas, a mini Yoda backpack would be an awesome addition to my collection. The guy that had the club on his hand who ran the ball, that's number 24, Cutter Rolfs. Here's Halkett all by himself, so they got everybody spread out. He's looking to throw. He's looking to put a nail in the coffin. Ball is knocked down by Jet Triplet. Nice play. That's going to bring up 4th down. Kings is going to have to punt. Coach Shapiro calling for the punt team. It's the first time there. Well, maybe not the first time, but it's been a while since they've had to punt. And I got the memory of a 43-year-old that enjoyed his 20s. So Pioneers are starting to run out of time and chances. Let's see if Corey Olney can make some magic happen on this punt. Nice snap. Kick way high. Oh, my goodness. Huge Kings Knights bounce, taking it down inside the 20. Ball's going to be marked down at the 19-yard line, where the Pioneer offense, who's yet to gain any traction here in the second half, has got to get something going if they want to get this score knocked down. So far, they haven't done much in the second half. Trailing 37-20. Nooksack took the early lead. They got the opening kickoff and marched right down the field and scored. Kings was able to march right down on their first possession and match the score, even the game up at 7. Second possession, Nooksack went down and scored, but mixed the extra point, so it was 13-7, and then Kings scored again and took the lead, and they've had the lead ever since. So here we go, folks. 5 wide receivers, nope, 4 for the Joey Brown. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to make a bad decision and throw an interception. Joey trying to make a play, but instead of taking the sack, he throws an interception. That's number 67. Bennett kneeled with the interception, and he takes it down into scoring territory, and this could be the nail in the coffin. 7:52 left in the game, and it does not look good for the Pioneers in Nooksack. That's one of those plays the young quarterback is just going to have to take the sack. Don't want to throw an interception that deep in your territory, but something that he can learn from. Here comes King in that nasty power formation where they got a bunch of running backs. It's going to be a heavy dose of Coleman on the pitch. And he's in for the touchdown. Well, folks, that takes the score to 43-20 as Kings is just pulling away from the young Pioneers at this point with 7:46 left to go in the game. This is going to be really hard for the Pioneers to try to come back down by 3.5 scores now. They're going to be down by 24 points here in a minute. That's four possessions. With only 7:46 left to go into the game, let's just see if we can't get the offense back on track for the Pioneers. Kick is up and kick is good with 7:46 left to go. That's 44-20. Kings over the Pioneers of Nooksack. Still need to name the player of the game. Have yet to name a player of the game for an opposing team, but I think I might have to do that tonight as Mr. Coleman is having himself quite the game. I think that's the third touchdown there for Royce Coleman, sophomore running back, speedster. If you're a Kings fan, you've loved the second half as they exploded for 21 unanswered points. If you're a Nooksack fan, probably turned off by now, but if you're still watching, you're a little sad right now for the Pioneers as they just haven't had any traction going on this offense here in the second half. Great adjustments by Kings on the defensive side. A couple bad turnovers, bad decisions, and interceptions. Here's the kick. Going to be taken short, but that's a live ball. Corey only just falls on it. Jackson Bennett thought about grabbing it and then thought better of it. So with 7:44 left in the game, pretty big hill to climb now for the Pioneers. Let's see if they can finish the game on a high note, get some momentum going into next week's game where they travel to Meridian. Not quite sure who Kings plays next week. We're going to be in Marysville, broadcasting Ferndale at Marysville Pilchuck game. Joey Brown's just going to hand off to Jordan Silva up the middle. Nice hard run by Jordan. In case you missed it, Marysville absolutely boat raced Glacier Peak earlier tonight, 49-14. That should put Marysville as the #1 team in 3A, and Ferndale is currently ranked 5th in the 3A, so that's going to be one heck of a game. Nooksack's going to run fast. Brown looking to pass, steps up into the pocket. He's got a guy open, and he overthrows Hughes. Whew. He had him. That's a heck of a throw. I mean, that's 50 yards downfield and 20 yards across, so that's a big throw by Joey, but he just misses Mr. Hughes, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Pioneers. Take a shot. Why not, guys? Brown, quarterback, shotgun, 2 wide receivers out to either side. He's looking to his right. He's going to throw it to the pole. Nice catch by Hughes. He hops on his hand to get forward. That's going to move the sticks because that's good for a 1st down. Nice job by Ryan. Nooksack still running quick. Brown in at quarterback. Joey going to look to his left. He's going to get forced out. He's going to throw on the run. That's another bad decision. Another interception. This is third interception of the half. Well, with 6:43 left to go into the game, let's see if King starts bringing in some backups. Halkett is going out again for the offense for Kings. Let's see if they run the ball, throw the ball. Halkett hands off to Newton right up the middle. There's John Stremler and Duke Hala Apiapi, but he falls forward. They're going to give him a gain of 2 yards.
Tackled by John Stremler.
Haven't said Dalton Hickey's name yet tonight, but I believe that's him coming into the game right now, giving Kyan Carter a spell. Been a tough 2-game stretch for the Pioneers. After coming out the gates quick with victories over Seaholm and Hoquiam, they've slowed down a little bit after losing to Kelso and trailing with 6 minutes left to go into the game here against the Kings Knights, down 44-20. Halkett looking to throw. He's going to throw underneath. That's caught. Short of the first down.
Pass complete to Caden Shaw.
Caden Shaw on the reception for the Kings Knights.
Third down and 1.
3rd and 1 for the Kings Knights. The ball resting at the 47-yard line. Halkett, snap, handoff to Newton, straight up the middle. There's jet triplet, but he's still going to fall forward for the first down. Ball gets into Nooksack territory, marked down at the 49-yard line where Kings is just going to move the sticks. We got about 5 minutes left in the game. Clock will run once they set the sticks. There's the referee swinging his arm. Halkett not enthused with his coach, probably calling another run play. He's like, but coach, I can't pad my stats. Pistol formation with the quarterback in front of the tailback. Halkett just turns and hands off to Newton, straight up the middle. He's met by Damian Perez. Nice job by the sophomore linebacker. Fill in the hole. Also there was jet triplet. So Kings is content to just run the clock out. Clock's going to stop if Newton doesn't get up, and he doesn't get up quick. So they're going to have to stop the clock. In comes a backup running back for the Kings Knights. It's going to be number 34. Let's get a name on him. That's Diego Gonzalez into the game, as well as number 40. Bodie Reese. So Kings starting to bring some backups in with 4 minutes left to go in the game, up by 24. All Kings in the second half here. 21 unanswered for the Knights. It's Gonzalez in at the running back. They're just going to give it to him on a sweep on the outside. There's jet triplet to slow him down. Corey Olney also there, along with Perez and Stremler.
Diego Gonzalez on the carry.
Timeout Nooksack with 3:27 left to go. Third and 9 for the Knights when they come out of the timeout. Back in the game for Knights is number 27, Caden Shaw. Wonder if Coach Bartle called the timeout just so he could get Duke Hala Api Api out onto the field. He wasn't out there on this third down. Gonzalez still in the backfield with Halkett. Just inside the 50-yard line on the Nooksack Valley territory. He's going to snap. He's going to look to throw. He's got somebody wide open on the other side of the pole. Nice pass break. That's Corey Olney out there breaking up the pass as they took a shot on 3rd and 9. Brings up a 4th down. Looks like Kings is going to punt the ball, as he should, and you're up by 24 with 3:21 left in the game. They bring out the speedsters. Coleman and Newton back out there. The diminutive far linesman had to be like, not got to move the ball up a yard. Here comes a punt. Oh, beautiful punt. Nice high spiral driving Corey Olney all the way back to his 10-yard line. All the action is going to happen behind the pole, so you're just going to get zoomed in of a pole. That's what a big chunk of American steel looks like, folks.
Flowers punt. Fielded by Corey Olney, flag on the play.
That's something that hasn't happened a whole lot today. There's a penalty flag. Haven't had anything here in the second half. That's good. Keeps the laundry bill down for the referees. They're hiding behind the pole because they don't want me to see what the call is, but they're pointing in the direction of the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. And they're going to march the ball back. They're seeing holding on Nooksack, so that's going to take it back 10 more yards. You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. There's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. I'm trying hard not to show it, baby. But baby, you know that you've lost that love and feeling. You've lost that love and feeling. Joey Brown takes a shotgun snap. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a guy. They're going to call pass interference. Kimball, the intended receiver, he was guarded by number 17. That's Mr. Tyler Van Kirk. It's a no-no, Mr. Van Kirk. So, Nooksack, you just got put on notice. We're singing that in 2 weeks. It's going to be a spot foul, so that's going to move the ball way up. they're going to. Well, they decided to pick up the penalty flag. Well, it looks like the refs just don't want to deal with it, so they said, no, that's not a penalty. Okay. Nope, now they're walking 15 yards. Thought it was a spot foul, but nope. So we're going to hide behind the pole. Here comes Brown, throwing 3 interceptions here in the second half. He's going to roll out. He's getting forced out. He's got Ryan Hughes deep. Is that picked off again? Yep, it's his 4th one of the night. He had Ryan Hughes for a second, tried to fit it in a small window, and a good defensive play right there by the Kings Knights. Their 4th interception here in the second half. 2:55 left to go into the game. Ball's going to be marked down at the 28-yard line for the Kings Knights. Let's see what Coach Shapiro has in store. Halkett still in a quarterback. Gonzalez in the backfield. They're just going to run sweep. Nice job by the defense. There's Damian Perez, jet triplet.
Damian Perez on the tackle. Gain of about 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 7.
Also in on the tackle was Kimball and Kingma into the game now. Number 72, Grayson Coleman for the Pioneers. Clock's ticking, coming up on 2 minutes left in the game, and the longest last 5 minutes of this game so far. Halkett, he's going to take the snap. He's going to run pitch out to Gonzalez again. Damian Perez there again on the tackle. Duke and Garrett Brulin, or no, that's John Strimler. A couple young guys getting in there for Nooksack. Got a couple of new bodies in there. So we got number 60, that's Neil Victor Cruz. Try and get some other names for you. There's an offsides jump. Big play by the running back right there, taken down by Corey Olney. Also in is Gio Coleman. 42 is Sean Visser. We got 68, that's Brock Lankar is in the game. Number 54 also coming in. That's going to be Cooperus Colton. 14 is Eduardo Cerda. Number 33, that's going to be Evan Bravo. Number 2, Casey Newton get in the action now in the backfield, or in the secondary. Coming up on 60 seconds left, and Kings Knights are going to get the victory tonight here, folks, up 44-20. They're just going to run the clock out here. They're going to give it back to Gonzalez, and Nooksack just can't help but jump off sides here. Oh, nice play by Damian Perez. Well, there's the truck of the night. That's his second of the week. Got some trophies coming in for that one. So Kings is going to have to run one more play, but they're just going to run victory formation, and that's going to do it tonight from the Shoreline, Washington on the campus of Kings. They're going to take the win 44-20 over the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Nooksack travels to Meridian next week. We're going to be in Marysville as the Ferndale Golden Eagles travel to face an incredibly tough Marysville Pilchuck team who boat raced Glacier Peak today. Kings takes a knee, and that's going to do it, folks, from the campus of Kings High School. Appreciate you guys turning in as the Nooksack Valley Pioneers fall 44-20 at the hands of the Kings Knights. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you all next week.